Alright, what's good everybody? It's your boy Keenan. Welcome to today's vlog. I'm here again, 3 more games tonight for college football bowl season, and I have a couple exciting ones for you today. Starting with the first matchup at 2 o'clock in the Independence Bowl between Ohio and Louisiana-Monroe. This is going to be an intriguing matchup to watch and an unusual one from the Independence Bowl. Usually it's an ACC or an SEC team who will play in this bowl game. Specifically, it's going to be held at Shreveport, Louisiana. Usually an SEC team is involved in this matchup, but because due to 9 eligible teams from the ACC and the SEC conference, they weren't able to be eligible to play in this matchup, which means both Ohio and Louisiana-Monroe is going to be playing in this matchup. Now for Monroe, they have pretty much of a home field advantage because this is in the state of Louisiana. This is going to be a home field advantage for them over the Ohio Bobcats. Now for the Bobcats, they started this season off pretty well. They started their season 7-0, including an upset win against Penn State, but they ended up blowing 4 of the last 5 games of the season due to a lot of season-ending injuries, and because of that, they lost most of those games, including 3 in a row in the final 3 games. Now Tyler Telleton, I had a lot of high hopes for him this season, leading this team hopefully to an undefeated year. I thought they had a chance of making it to a BCS bowl game because of that upset win against Penn State, but I really think that this team is still good overall. Tyler Telleton did have a down season compared to last season where he passed for over 3,300 yards. He barely passed for over 2,500 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. He did lower that interception ratio in this matchup, but I think they relied more on the ground game and Bill Blankenship. He rushed for 1,500 yards, leading the team and having a school record in rushing yards, so he's going to be getting the pounding the rock a lot in this matchup. Now for Louisiana-Monroe, their defense only allows 135 yards rushing per game, so Blankenship is going to be in for a rude awakening in this matchup, but he's going to have to pound the rock. But one player he has to worry about is freshman Jerran Johnson. He has 4 sacks overall this season and 50 tackles as a true freshman. This is a good freshman defense nose tackle, and I think he's going to be one upcoming player who I'm going to be looking at for the upcoming seasons in college football. Now offensively, they have a great quarterback in Colton Browning. He actually had an outstanding season, 2,800 yards passing and 27 touchdowns, and he's actually leading the team with over 400 yards rushing at that. He's just a good all-around quarterback, 3.6 yards per carry, but he is a tough kid, and I think he could lead this team to a victory. But for this matchup, I'm going to actually go with the upset, a little bit of the non-home field team. I'm going to go with Ohio over Louisiana-Monroe, but this is going to be a great matchup to watch. I think their offense is going to do just good enough. They're just going to have to get the ball to Blankenship for the entire game, and I think that Telleton is going to have to make a couple of plays throwing the football, but I think they'll be just fine, even though Louisiana-Monroe is a good team. Both of these teams are 8-4, and for Monroe, they had a good season start in week 2 with an upset win against Arkansas. I think they could give Ohio a run for the money. I think this is going to be a good clash of these two teams, but I'm going to have to go with Ohio over Louisiana-Monroe, but I think this is going to be a great match for you guys to watch starting off for today in these 3 bowl games. Now, next time to catch you guys is a little bit later on today. I have 2 more blogs for you guys, and I'll catch you guys then. Thank you for watching this blog. I'm your man, Keenan McCall. Be easy.